Hey,
I'm
man.
supposed to settle for a
This shit is called Savage Moments, bro.
regular type thing.
Overall,
Do
does
you know
that
how
make you
refreshing it
below average,
was
average,
to
or above average? You factor all those things in together.
hear a man have an enlightening conversation or attempt to have an enlightening conversation with women? Good day. Hope all is well. Beautiful people. Let's be beautiful. Let's act beautiful. Excuse me. Let's not just look beautiful. Ladies, and some of you niggas this morning just got a new haircut, just be, stop it. Go help somebody, go volunteer, go coach somebody, go help somebody's small business. You know what I'm saying? Go support a team or something. Do something with your fucking day. But do you know how refreshing it was to stumble upon Kevin Samuels when I did see him before I even knew who he was? Really, woman, at different times I would have conversations in an open space where multiple people would be talking, and then people would be like, oh, you sound like Kevin Samuels. I'm like, no, I don't know who that is, but I sound like me, and if there's somebody else who feels the same, then he's a man who recognizes that women be on fuck shit, and I don't give a fuck what you about to say about me and be on fuck shit too. I'm not gay, so I don't know what niggas be doing. If niggas doing weird shit with your bitch and you let them do it, that's on you. Let's just listen to Kev for a minute.
So why should you get anything over? Then why should you get above average? What do you need to settle for? You should get what you are.
I see millionaires with average women all the time.
Man, you got 2 children, and you said you are 6. I give you 5, 6. Your numbers together would be average. So why? So an average man would be upgrading to get you?
Look, I didn't say
I'm asking, man. Would you say that you're a woman that's in high demand or most wanted?
I could be. I mean,
you could be.
Can I
tell you
about myself?
Hold on. Ma'am, you're 37 with 2 children. Where in the world do women who are average to above average look, average to cute,
fat,
or a little overweight with 2 kids, where are these women in high demand?
So if I wanted a high value man, what do I do?
She ain't gonna answer that question.
Be reincarnated. You can't get one.
Been dating this guy now who's pretty high value, and we've been talking.
How old is he?
He's 51.
What makes him high value?
He owns his own car dealership, and he has multiple businesses. He owns houses. He's doing pretty good for himself. He's probably not rich, but
ma'am, being high value is more than just money. He's a mover or shaker. Most eligible. Okay, ma'am, but these men don't settle. They don't settle. They don't get women who are. They don't. There are men on YouTube right now saying, I don't know what I'm talking about being high value. But here's one thing that they do agree with me on. They don't take a woman with children. They don't. I've had men who vehemently disagree with me on a lot of things. They don't listen to me, but unanimously, we don't take another man's children because that's not even in their mindset. They don't.
Uh-oh. Oopsies.
So you ladies can call it what you want. Oopsies. And I'm thinking, how long have y'all been dating?
2 weeks now.
See? Women get... Yes, I'm going to say 80% of women, any race, tell themselves shit in their head. Understand once they've left their parents' house, or even in their parents' house, in another room, a room that they can close a door to, or the living room even, a bitch a conundrum of what she wants or what she thinks and sees of herself. What she wants others to see her as, but isn't that. And then she can desire more than she's able to motherfucking manufacture for herself. So she needs someone else to take care of this delusional thought. Cause she ain't got the means to do it. She could be in a mansion, she could be at a mama's house. Either way, the perception of shit could be the same. She could be 37 like her with 2 kids, or 14 in motherfucking middle school and still have the same type of mindset. Ain't it sad?
I said seriously, but considering you to be a wife in 2 weeks, ma'am, yeah.
Moment 2, the unfit wife.
How could I juggle it with getting a high value man back that I felt like I lost because I wasn't in therapy. I wasn't ready, and he called it out. He said I needed to get therapy, and I really want him.
Okay. It was ended. He said that you need to get your stuff together.
He said literally, I need to get therapy.
Have you done that?
Yes, I've been in therapy from that time. So yes,
All right.
I'm
All
still
right.
in therapy.
When was the last time you spoken to this man since your breakup?
I haven't just over a year since that time, but it's since all that has passed, and I felt like I lost him. I moved on, and I got married, but I don't want to be with
You
him.
got married?
Yeah.
You currently married?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ma'am,
Crazy. She
you
on the
telling
show.
me?
No.
She's
I'm
on
not.
a show, married to a man, saying that when she was with the man, the reason why the man left is because he said the bitch needed therapy. She been in therapy since then. She's still in therapy. She moved on. She's married. Found a whole nother nigga to marry her. But she on Kevin's show trying to see how she can get back with that last nigga. Listen to this shit.
I'm not.
You broke
I
up.
will-
This guy called it out, and and you said you hadn't gotten therapy, and you're married, and you're actively on a platform with 1 million folks, actively talking about leaving your husband to get back with your ex.
Because he's high value.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you, man. I've heard some pretty interesting things in a year and a half of doing this show. But you probably have to be probably the worst woman I've ever spoken to.
What? Wow.
Yeah. I've heard a woman that actually was going to leave her, but at least she waited for her husband to be in remission before she left him. I was hoping you were trolling, but the more you talk, the more realistic you are. So I honestly hope whoever knows this woman's husband, make sure he watches this video.
If you enjoyed this video, like it and subscribe. Moment number 3, the average at best woman.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and net it out for you.
Let's look at this bitch face
You ready?
first off.
The guys you want
Are you
aren't asking you
crazy?
out. 35.
You take that motherfucking
13-year-old
wig off
son
that bitch.
with a sketchy
You
father.
take that
Why would a man who's in the
Makeup
top
off.
10% of earners who women across the country
them eyelashes
want that?
out of control.
Because I have a lot to offer.
What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Let's look
Would
at
I rate
it.
myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up 5, but when I put myself together 6,
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
That bitch look like
I'm sorry.
Your dress size.
Okay.
whatever them things
Okay.
is.
So that makes you,
What's that? The
if you
Goonies?
give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women
Get average looking.
tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
So,
Did you, I mean,
Did you hear
stop
me?
right there. Stop right there.
Process.
Stop right there. Breathe and
Process.
digest.
so what is
She
your
didn't
advice
stop. She didn't
for
stop. She didn't stop.
that?
She
All right,
thought
I'll tell you
about
my
hitting
advice,
the
man,
break.
because you're not listening to me. This is why I always recommend you need therapy. People think most of us in Black community need therapy, but you're not dealing with reality. Because you seem like a sweet woman, but you're not getting it.
You're being so mean.
I'm not being. Don't tell me I'm being mean. I'm about to be mean. I get tired of you broads telling me I'm being mean because you cannot handle the goddamn truth. You called my show on a day that you ain't even supposed to be here, and I honored the call and sat here and tried to help you, and I'm telling me I'm being mean. Get the fuck out of my phone.
Moment 4. She only likes the athletes.
But tell me about what the men that you want from a woman. Don't never let somebody down.
If they want all the qualities that I have, I would.
Well, then you should have no problem.
That's what I'm saying. I should have no problem.
But,
I get
but apparently that's not what they want. That's what
Oopsies.
you want. What about what
Oopsies.
you want? See, okay, let's say this.
Oopsies.
How much money would you want your husband to really earn annually?
Damn, this shit tastes good as fuck, bro.
To live the life you want, to eat, travel, hair, makeup, shopping, caring for family. Come on, give it to me. Don't hide it.
500,000.
All right, what percentage of men earn that?
Very little.
What percent?
No, I mean, if you're talking all races, I would think.
I just said what percentage of men earn that?
Oh, maybe like what 7% or something. Not 1%. 1%. Okay.
Well, then why aren't the men who want that approaching you? Because they do exist.
They do. Are they still playing games? Maybe they're out here just.
No.
They're the ones hoeing it up because it's not me.
No. See,
What?
this is what I find interesting. You ladies always go to, well, even if they are there, they got to be doing something wrong because it's all right with me. If you
Yep.
make room for the possibility, maybe they're just reading the.
Why? Why is the question? The answer is delusion. Delusion makes everything a woman says and does possible. Delusion. Not living in reality, fantasy, sci-fi. That is her life. That is her world. That is her comfort space. Reality is too hard. I am this fat. I am this ugly. I am this way. My pussy is like this. My titties are like this. My ass is like this. If I want to do something about it, I got to do what I can. As far as getting the gym, use different soap, stop fucking niggas, maybe my pussy will smell better. Who knows? You just got to do the natural shit. You got to have, this is my hair. Comb it, brush it, condition it, wash it. It'll do wonders for you. I promise you. You just gotta try this shit. You gotta try harder, be better, and stop living in a fantasy fucking world. It's not a fantasy, bitch. We out here in real life.
Reading that you're not what you say you are,
Thank you.
even though that's what you want them to believe.
I mean, I can't read minds, but maybe.
Well, but the only other way it works in your world is, yeah, they exist, but they're out there playing games. And you see, it's always a problem with the men. It's never right here.
Not all of them. I'm just saying the ones that come in contact you that do approach, and I'm hoping that they're intentional with that approach.
Well,
But
I'm not. But see, the thing is, when I'm saying that the men that approach, I'm not saying that all the men who approach
I want
you.
it.
I'm not saying you're being approached by the kind of men you want. I'm saying, why aren't you being approached by the men you want?
I am being approached by the men that I want, but I feel like
You feel like,
they're out there playing games. But also, we're in a different realm. We're talking like
what? We're talking like
the athletes and the,
no, I don't know.
yeah, people that I'm on the scene with. So
What?
I don't concern myself with athletes and entertainers. I know the lifestyle. I concern myself with that.
right, and that's I think usually where I'm in the event.
Well, then you get what you deserve. Then you get what you deserve. That's what you're dealing with. You get what you deserve. You know what comes with that lifestyle. I'm talking about the people who actually have to go make their money. You just said this one, man. You want a man who's making $500,000 a year, and you're attracted to, and he doesn't want kids.
I do want kids.
Okay, and to be a selfish, to be a questionable mother mess. And the point is, man, the point is, what you're basically trying to get, what you're trying to get the audience to accept is, these men don't exist. And I've shown over and over for months and months they do exist. They just don't want women like you.
And me?
Oops.
Or
And
they're
that's not an insult.
Or
That's not an insult.
Or
No. See, you keep see. The thing is, that's what you just said. They're not ready for women like you. There's always a deficit on the men's side. No, they don't want you.
Those men do not want me. But when they
They
approach,
don't.
when they
And
approach,
here's the
they're
thing,
wanting
listen.
me and asking me to marry them. and
Listen.
But then when we sit around
Listen.
and hung out and about
You
like,
see,
what?
she's not now. Now your ego's involved. Listen.
Then
You ladies control access to sex. We control access to relationship. So you can say whatever you want. We control access to relationship, and they don't want it with you, and they're going to get it from another woman. Fuck attraction. You're supposed to be attractive.
oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah, I don't care about your attraction. I don't care about love either. Why do you women think you get it all?
Moment 5. The brainwash.
Yeah.
you get it
The
all.
world does not owe you understanding.
That's
Me
another aspect to the delusion. It's all translucent in the delusion station. You can make it. I deserve the looks. They should fuck me good, be smart, intelligent, hood, and corporate. 6 this, make this much money. I assume have no diseases, not have any terminal diseases. He ain't got cancer, he ain't got no brain tumor. They want a perfect specimen of a human being. But when you go see their car they driving and the condition inside their car and the upkeep on their car, you realize this bitch ain't need nothing good. She don't take care of what she got. All these other bitches on the bus and struggling. This bitch got her own everything and don't take care of it. She don't cherish nothing. She steady buying new shit. She don't even take care of the shit she got. That shit throwed over there. That shit tossed over here. Girl, I'ma clean up. No, you're not. Sorry about the place being like this. Them type of bitch. Sorry for the place being like this. The place been like this. I'm sorry you live in it. I don't have to live in it. There's shared space where we can coagulate a bit. So I'm not in your mess. And no, I don't want to wait till you clean your mess up. Leave your mess there so I can get what I came here for and get back to regular life. Yep. That was, ladies and gentlemen, a male coming over to have sex for the first time at a woman's place. And she knew this nigga was coming. This was not an impromptu situation. She knew what the fuck was going on. She still did not clean up or anything. So he was coming to get some pussy. If the climate and the situation was better, he might have stayed the night. He might have stayed at least for a few hours, laid his head down if he felt safe, clean, kitchen clean, bathroom clean, bedroom clean, smelling good, fresh sheets, fresh comforter, you feel me, Febreze in the air, incense, candles going, okay. She got a little wine situator, she a big dog drinker, you know what I mean? She got a little goddamn Hen Douglas or a little bottle of tequila over there on the side, you know what I mean? Okay, I see you. Look goddamn, okay, Remy over here. I can get with it. But you come in this motherfucker, it's trash at the door. She like, oh, Monte was supposed to take this trash out. It's smelling like straight trash at the door. You want to call Monte and Monte daddy and be like, damn, nigga, you really need to be around a little bit more. Monte stupid ass left out the door, but drug 2 to 3 trash bags to the front of the door. Left them bitches, went out the door. Them shits was stinking to high hell. That's why she asked Monte to take them shits out the night before. Monte wake up late cause Monte be on his phone and on watching TV all night and not behaving. So Monte don't like getting up in the morning. So Monte, after being told in the morning again, why the fuck this trash ain't out and you had to leave, Monte leave after you. Monte dragged the bags, half tie them motherfuckers. Now trash in the floor, stinking like a bitch. This is just you walking in the door. It smell like all this week's trash. It's Saturday. It smell like all this week's and last week's trash in that motherfucker. As soon as you hit the door, oh, I'm so sorry. You stepping over toys and shit on the floor. This living room is out of hand. I'm sorry, these kids supposed to put his plates in here, spaghetti sauce done stuck on. The sink full. The counters congested. You go in the room, it's baskets of everybody clothes on the bed. I'm sorry, it's not dirty. It's all clean. I'm just, I just had a crazy week and, I'm just, maybe you ain't in the position to be needing no dick. Maybe you need to clean your house up. Huh? Maybe I need to help you clean up. That's what I'll do. I'm going to be that type of motherfucker. Instead of coming here to fuck on you, we obviously see fucking on you can get you this. Because you got kids. You have children, obviously. They're not here. That's why I'm here. For some of you who don't fuck with your kids, they're single mothers. They get sent off to your grandma, your sister, cousin, them house. Whoever get them. Whomever will get them. That's who you send them to. That's why you're able to have dick. This is the scheme. This is the game. Fathers, if you got a baby mama, your child is being dropped off or taken somewhere, and while she fucks niggas at the place of where your children lay their heads. In the same bed, these children come lay down and goddamn cuddle up and watch her TV. You're mutting this bitch. I'm just telling you what's happening. This is what's going on. I'm gonna help you clean up and set an order. This is what I've done for women. I'll come in and set an order of this is how it could be if you're dealing with a man who remembers being a child. When a woman has children, to me, you're a mother first. There's no question. I can't put my desire for you sexually, my desire for what I want from you, all these desires I have, that's delusion, that's selfishness, that's ego, that I would have a woman who had a baby by a whole nother nigga, had that child, was raising that child, but now because I'm here and I don't hold the capacity of sharing a child with her, being married to her, having a mortgage with her, having a business, I'm not tied in no feeling other than my desire to want this bitch now after fucking other niggas, having other niggas' babies, so on and so the fuck forth. That I would think my desires of her sexually should supersede what she need to be doing for herself and her motherfucking child. God got to be in there somewhere, right? This shit is atrocious, man. The shit women are taking their time to do isn't what your fucking purpose is. You had the child. It's not fair, and I'm tired. Well, fucking come with this. You're not tired of that, so you're not tired of the other end of it. Trying to be spiteful and mean to niggas when it didn't work out. When you let new niggas get the best of you, but the niggas you had the babies with, you get them hell. They ain't shit. So you let a whole crop of niggas that you dare not to have a baby with fuck on you now and wait and spend time and act like they gonna be the new daddy. This is not 1970s. This is not Vietnam War niggas coming back home or not coming back home, and you know, that's the only way. Nobody coming to be no nigga, another nigga's goddamn children daddy, bro. Little nigga looking you, little bitch hating. Don't give a fuck if they sell me. It's a competition. As a dominant male who dick still works, still produce testosterone, still producing sperm, still can bust in something, still have the desire, still can perform for a boy of another, any male being in the home with you and a woman is your competition. Competition for time, competition for affection, competition for goddamn everything. Straight up competition. And at some point, it's gonna be a challenge. At some point, it's gonna become a challenge of who the fuck run the household. And a nigga feeling like his mama being his mama, but all that change if the nigga got say so. The nigga got say so within paying for shit, providing, and what he is to that woman. That's that nigga you fuck child that need to handle him. I don't need to get involved with it at all. Or I gotta claim him on my taxes. I gotta claim him. If you want me to situate another nigga child, I need compensation for it. I'll do it. Oh, that's fucked up. What is a coach? What are all these people that work at places, at the Boys and Girls, they get paid? This ain't volunteer work. Nigga gotta get compensated. If hoes can sell pussy and all that, let's do it. Start paying niggas to be other niggas' stepdaddies. You want to be a great father to my children. Let's tag teaming. More fathers, the more better. I'm with it. But I'm excluding all niggas who touch on children. All niggas who really just goddamn play with the children because they want to fuck the mama. All the weird abusive niggas. All the weirdos, period. Just straight good intentions. Want to be helpful. Got a few hours a week. You know what I'm saying? Come from a different background. Come from a different knowledge. Can teach them this. All the shit I don't know. I'm with that. But we talking about getting with a bitch to take on her kids. There may be good niggas that want to volunteer, and all these kids can come, and all these kids can come kick shit. But individually going to a bitch that got another nigga child, so you see her in the club, that ass looking fat, all this, and you see all that, and she be like Lil Monte and Latrell, and that's at least 3 times another nigga nutted in her. And if she got 3 kids, nigga, she been nutted in a lot. She done sucked a lot of dick. She done maybe had a few abortions and miscarriages. You know what you know, but once you have evidence, you gotta, it's a file. You gotta have a filing. Niggas ain't caring about your degrees because you're not talking about the debt you're in from them degrees. Women keep telling me about accomplishments. I see debt. I got my car. I see debt. I see you paying for a car note and insurance that's probably high. You've had accidents, so I know your shit high. I see a mortgage. I see upkeep on the house with no man. So you're paying an outside source to upkeep your house. if not for the cleaning, you that's lacking because you're working to take care of this house, so you're not home cleaning and maintaining this motherfucker the way it need to be. This is coming from a man who 90% of the women I've known since I've been fucking 17 had children. And the older I got, that number got motherfucking higher and higher on the women I know, cool with, associate with, the ones who claim they like me. That I only know a few women that ain't got kids. And they batshit crazy. Not saying the ones with kids is any less batshit crazy, but at least they got they've done something in their purpose now. Did they have them with the right nigga? Did they have them under the right circumstances? Who knows, but no, we do know. That was a quick story. Let me get back to Kevin.
If you have all this trauma, go seek professional help, because the rest of us do not have to suffer you. The women understand and hear that being 200 pounds and 5 foot tall is unhealthy. But yet 80% of our women are overweight and 80% of that is obese. They know the truth. They choose
And
to
the
do
narrative-
something else.
The narrative pushed to us most often is that a guy wants a woman with a big ass. He wants, you know, a thick lady.
Accountability.
We always.
Accountability is kryptonite to modern women.
That's
You're
not
24 years old. Is your circumstance harder or easier than your grandmother and your great grandmother?
exponentially easier. We have access to information we didn't have.
Exponentially easier, but you're handling it worse. Your grandmother and your great grandmother actually worked with a black man with more trauma.
Because they understood that the black woman and the black man are on the same side. Now that we're all free and independent and we could do whatever we want to, why would we seek to, you know, be one with the black man? We think that being...
Thank you.
Moment 6.
Wednesday?
I don't think you know what you're talking about regarding OnlyFans. That's for sure.
But I
Because
do know what I'm talking about as far as business and making money.
in regards to making money, money comes in waves, and we all have to understand that. And if we all invest successfully, we can.
Where are you investing? Where are you investing?
So people are.
Where are you investing?
Average.
Where are you investing?
That's none of your business.
It's a secret.
You know, the
Well, see, I accept what you just said, but you said money comes in waves. Grant, we have to invest. Take it. Where are some of the places you invest?
Yeah,
You said
actually,
money is. See, this is what the OnlyFans economy has done. It's let women with really low functioning knowledge, no high value or high ticket skills.
that's not low functioning knowledge.
Well, let's talk. Okay, every time I've asked you any question about business, and you've asked me a question instead of answering. And I said, and if it's not you, eat the meat, spit out the bones. But what OnlyFans has done is it's created a bubble economy. Women are rushing to OnlyFans thinking that it's the new .com, the new real estate, and they're realizing that there is no sustainable way to project this out for over 5 years. Now, maybe you don't know that knowledge, but I do. Hafez has been, he's tried to be as measured as possible. I came in and tried to be as measured as possible. And what are we getting? We're getting attacked, we're getting angry, you don't know nothing, you don't know. But I do know, what I do know is of all the business people on this platform, the people who are going to have long-term success are not you.
Men have no place at all to say how women should and shouldn't.
We have every place. We built the goddamn world you live in.
No, you didn't.
The platform you're on is built by men.
I'm gonna say
nobody made this about men or women.
Not get paid unless I stay here. So
this is what tends to happen whether it's OnlyFans, TikTok, Instagram, and when women can't handle it, they leave. This is the point. This is about business. Business isn't offensive, but when people in their lack of knowledge gets exposed, they get offended. They call themselves experts and business owners and everything else. You're online strippers, but make a little bit of money. Congratulations. I'm good with escorts. I'm good with strippers. But when someone like Hafiz or myself tries to sit down and talk to you about your level of ignorance, you're offended. Your ignorance is what offends you. It's offensive to me that you're going to try to make this about men and sexism. This is what the world has done. It's got little pampered princesses who can get online, make some money, and think that they're on the same level as men who built this world, and they are not. That's what you just saw them leave, because they can't go get onto Wall Street, Main Street, anywhere, into a bank, into anybody's business, and be taken seriously with their so-called business plan or their go-to-market strategy.
Moment 7. Disagreeable granny.
I just want to know why you have such a negative opinion of black women.
You really want to start that way off with me?
Yes, I do.
Are you single or are you married?
I was married. I am single now.
You divorced?
I am divorced.
How long have you been divorced?
Since I was 40.
Your children?
I have 4 children, 7 grandchildren.
Any sons?
I have 2 sons, 2 daughters.
Are they married? Their sons?
My sons are not married.
What am I?
Neither are my daughters.
What am I asking the black women to do that your sons will support?
I think my sons kind of look at me and they don't want to be married to black women.
I said, what am I asking black women to do that your sons would disagree?
I'm not sure.
Your sons look at you and they don't want to be married to black women?
Yes.
Do they love you?
Yes.
And why don't they want to be married to what looks like you?
I'm a very forceful woman.
So what was the initial question you asked me?
Yeah, what about black women don't you like?
Probably the same things your son don't like about you.
That could be true.
Moment 8. The radical feminist.
I hate to admit it, but I do. Like, I'm half a man. I'm just a pretty girl, and I don't think that I should have to accept less in life.
Men don't care about fair. We conquer. It's winners and losers. Right? You're half a man.
I didn't know that only men were a part of conquering.
Well, name me some great female warriors that have dominated the planet.
Well, I mean, I'm learning new education here, which is only men conquer.
No.
I mean, that's what you're telling me, right?
No, well, see, what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to switch that. I'm asking about fairness. And I said about fairness. Why is fairness so important? You said because you're half a man.
Because if you expect something of me, I should be allowed to expect the same of you. And if you can't offer me that, you don't deserve to be in my life.
But that has nothing to do with fairness.
It has everything to do with fairness.
No, fairness means you get an opportunity. Fairness doesn't mean you get an outcome. Just like, you know what? How many times you got into a club, into VIP for free, when some ugly chicks had to pay full price?
Is that my fault?
No. I've asked how many times it happened before you go down that path.
I mean, plenty of times in Miami.
Exactly, but that's not fair, is it?
Well, please don't forget I'm not from here.
But that's not the point, man. That's not fair, is it?
I also don't care about those things.
But so you only care about fairness when it doesn't benefit you.
I just don't go to clubs that often.
But that's not the point. I asked you, how many times you've gone to a club where you got in free where ugly chicks or less attractive chicks had to pay? And you know that's happened. You didn't say, I'm still, excuse me, sir. Even though I'm attractive, I demand that you charge me full price. That's fair, right?
Okay, so because I'm into places and
Is that fair?
that means that I should
Is
get...
that fair? Before we go that, I'll answer your question if you at least answer mine. Is that fair?
Life isn't fair.
Well, if that's the case, you accept it in the sexual marketplace too.
It doesn't mean I have to accept other people's bullshit.
No. Well, see, the thing is, ma'am, see, what you've proven, like many feminists and many women, you're okay with the double standards that benefit you. But the ones you don't like, you just throw at the wind, you use sign language, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right to deflect and dismiss guys who are normally intimidated by this thing. I'm not. I'm just challenging your position. You're okay with it not being fair when it benefits you. Name me 5 great female inventors or builders. Madam Curie.
5 inventors or builders? That's a really great question. That really is.
I'm
Like,
saying that you came at me with the same line. I've had to put up at 31 years old and deal with men's bullshit. You live in a first world country. You're in Miami, one of the most posh places on the planet, complaining about double standards that you participate in. Then no.
I corrected you that I don't go to clubs, so you're
Hey,
done.
ma'am, I just gave an example. You've been to clubs. I didn't say you continue to go. That's not the point now, is it? But see, that's another way of you trying to get me online and then correcting me because I'm a dumb man. I get the point.
No, you're very rude and very aggressive.
No, I'm very direct. And when you were doing this to the men, you had no problem showing your dick. No, I know that you don't give every man a chance, is what I do know.
You don't, well, actually, you don't know that at all.
Okay, are you saying that you are the one female on the planet that will give every man who wanted you a shot?
You sound retarded.
No, I am not.
Exactly.
Okay, then
So
I can assume that that was correct. Let's move on. The
Okay.
issue is that men are not the ones complaining about the state of relationships and dating as much.
Let's see, he lighting our ass up. What? What is he doing to that bitch? Lighting that bitch up. You hear me? He lighting that bitch up. Woo. I'm gonna say this. For all the women who would celebrate one man dying, and I like Ari Lennox music. I don't know the bitch in real life. She probably hittable, but she look like she just get fucked a lot. Janelle Monáe, that one of them other. I want them. There's a lot of them that just got that look like, ooh, I know that bitch smell good, that bitch soft. Oh, wait, but she probably been out there. She been doing it. She been doing it, man. You lose your exclusivity when you let niggas keep doing it with you, man. Let me talk to you on that real quick. But you know how refreshing it was to come across a man that could speak and not just be rough, raw, and rugged, that was mature enough to have the conversation and intelligent enough to gauge the conversation, give examples, give motherfucking real life experiences, give relatable terms in which you can keep up and follow and just keep it on the road. And these women would try to do the same shit that he spoke on. The same tactics. Shame, guilt, insults, and the need to be right. That shit always happens. And I didn't have someone growing up to tell me these things. So imagine being this into life and someone coming up, giving a name, giving a description to what you've seen in real life. How will he be able to do this? Through real life experience, man. And it's cringe-worthy all the way through. It's despicable and deplorable how women celebrated this man. That's what I was getting to. I already spoke about this shit all in Kevin Samuels' comments. If he say, hey man, preach tabernacle church to some shit like this, what the fuck is he wrong about? Because you don't want nobody to say nothing to a bitch, because for 25 years a bitch ain't had a dad in her life. No good credible nigga has been in her life. Yeah, she got baby daddy, she got ex-husband, she got all type of shit. She ain't with none of them. She ain't listening to none of them, and none of them got no control over this bitch. Wash your hands with these hoes, and these hoes proud single mamas. That ain't the fucking plan. Who taught these hoes? Big mama ain't teach you that. Your mama, our mamas was the first generation of women who didn't have no motherfucking husbands. Before that, a bitch had a husband or something was wrong with her. Period. Now the majority of the hoes I know ain't getting married, ain't getting shit, ain't nothing happening. And now they gotta act like I'm good being outside. Bitch, you ain't sat by no fireplace and cuddled and drank hot chocolate and mimosa with nobody. You can't do this with nobody. The niggas that fuck you, you don't even kiss in the mouth. What's going on, man? Oh, y'all, all the bitches who got a problem with Kevin Samuels should be embarrassed. Should have their life opened up, put on a goddamn scope, magnifying glass, and we make that bitch famous for real. Let's dig up all the shit from middle school to the places she worked, to what she did in college, to what she doing at the jobs. the niggas she done fuck, the niggas dick she suck, all that. Her credit, her motherfucking goddamn finances. Yeah. The shit her children been got going on. Yeah. Since y'all hated Cabby ain't got no murders, no rapes, no molestation, no drug dealing, none of this shit, no robbery. He ain't done nothing bad but say how he felt and what you answer questions to. Now, I don't agree with niggas' standards on what a 9s and 10s and all that. I care more about what a bitch is and how she act. That's irrelevant. Outside of that, we talking about engaging in conversation, how you carry yourself, how you would look to a buyer, which is the male. He's the buyer. He's the one who has to pursue you for this relationship. So tell me, if you give a man the option to have a younger woman, less trauma, no children, in shape, or you 38, 41, several children, all type of heartache, all type of trauma, all type of issues, dead, but I got a degree, I traveled the world, I know how to swallow, and I know how to do this, and sexually, you got all the stories. Which one you think he gonna want if he's the motherfucking pursuer? A bitch always gonna say me. Sound stupid as fuck, man. Sound retarded out loud. You know how retarded out loud sound? He stumped his toe.
Dating as much as women are. Women wanted freedom of choice. Women wanted to be able to have sex with who they wanted to, marry who they want to, love who they want to, work where they want to, not work where they want to, go every place that men could go. You are the most free, most liberated group of women that ever existed on the human history, and yet you're the most unhappy. 1 in 4 out of you on some sort of psych meds. Women are, the marital rate is dropping with modern women.
Is he lying?
What else do you want men to do? Civilize the world in general. We don't even have wars. You can do whatever you want to. And you're still not happy with the world that men built.
Moment 9. The Empire Lady.
And you met a guy who wants to be married. Marriage-minded, your kind of guy. How long do you think from meeting him on day one, do you think it should take before you're engaged?
I would say a year.
And how long from being engaged before you marry?
I wouldn't want it to be that long. So maybe like 2 years.
2 years of engagement? Is that what I'm hearing? 2 years of engagement?
Yeah, actually, yeah, 2 years.
Okay, so a year before you engage, 2 years engaged. Buy a dog, die alone. You're not a traditional woman. Are you a virgin?
No.
You're not a traditional woman. And I'm saying this, man, you women want traditional outcomes. Weddings, white dresses, and you're schizophrenic, psychotic non-virgins with trust issues.
Interesting.
But the first thing I asked you what the marriage is about, you said companionship.
Oh yeah, like partnership.
There's no can't make this shit up.
I mean, I would love to build an empire with the man I'm with.
Build an empire, lady. You cut hair for a living.
Yeah, I mean,
empire what?
I have other goals like real estate and.
Oh Jesus! She said it. Real estate, right?
Why?
Real estate. She's the stylist, the hair stylist with the real estate. You can't make this shit up. I want an empire. An empire, really? Is it worth getting married and having 2 children if you gotta work full time like you do now. For the rest of your life, you gotta work just as hard as you're working now. You can't take a break. You gotta work because you got 2 mouths to feed. Is it worth it?
I feel like that would be a little bit of a struggle. I would want to be there for my kids.
She said it.
Yeah.
Women today want to be luxury married or single. You guys are so fucking lazy. Like I said, this isn't a black thing, folks. This is a modern thing. You heard it. I put the question. You gotta work like you do today, and you're willing to do that. But in order to enhance your life with a husband, a mate, someone to chronicle and walk through life with you, and you would get 2 children, that is not enough of a benefit. You didn't hear her say, well, yeah, I'm going to have to work anyway, right? But I get a husband and kids? Sure. No. I get a husband and kids. I'm supposed to have to do less.
And moment 10, the unfair feminist.
Men have accepted that and adjusted. The difference is the women are not bringing in, women in mass are bringing this. Ask them what you want, you get War and Peace. Ask you what you bring to the table, you can't write it on the back of a stamp. You get access to my body, which is not virgin, which is not even low miles, which you've given to somebody before. And in some cases, you've even shared your womb. You're not even really feminine like women used to be. You don't even have the domestic skills, the home skills. So is it I would submit today that modern women are asking for an unfair deal from modern men.
So we should go back to 1950 and make it more fair?
Well, I tell you what's happening is the men have accepted this and they're deciding to, I am either not going to play this game because I cannot earn what these guys around you are earning, and they're just opting to walk away. And the men who are earning that have an overwhelming amount of options. They have a plethora of options. Men in the top 10%, top 5%, I'm 51 years old and I can pick whatever I want. Because women all want the same kind of man. And if you have options just like you, you're not going to do what? Settle.
For more videos about delusional women, click on here. If you enjoyed this video, click on the like button and subscribe.
Listen, I can go on and on, but my thing with Kevin only talked about the consultation aspect of shit. Kevin didn't get into your solutions of everything that went on in your life. He just asked you about when it came to trying to get a man that you want, that you claim you want. When he asked you, it's the first time women were asked in front of other people what they want. And then asked based off what you want from a man. The first time ever asked, these women were asked in a public setting, so why the fuck would he want you? Like what? Before he asked you that, he asked them questions. Let's see if I can find one of the interviews where he asked the woman, like, what are you looking for? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you willing to
find world-class neurospecialists who treat you like a person and not just a patient.
How much bills and this and that. And you'd be like, nah, I don't mind working. So he asked you again, like, okay, you don't mind working when you're pregnant and having to goddamn contribute to bills and shit?
How are you?
And the bitch say, oh, now that you say that, I feel you. Now I don't want to really work if you ask me what I really, really want. Not keeping it logical, but what I really, really want is delusion.
Coming in, I was aware of, the whole movement of Black women getting back into their femininity, etc. But some of the rest of the stuff that you said kind of went beyond and past that, and I will admit as well, my feelings were hurt. very hurt
What's that?
because of some of the categories that I kind of fit in.
Okay. Then it,
Your feelings was hurt
okay.
about.
Was it hurtful that I said it, or was it hurtful that you're in these categories?
I think it was hurtful, like just the realization that I'm in these categories, because I had never really heard anyone put it like that before. And then, you know, it kind of hits you with the realization that, okay, yes, I may have wasted time in my 20s and my 30s, etc., pushing my career. So I agree with a lot of, you know, what you're saying, but then there's some things that I still can't, I guess, buy into.
Such as?
That women can't be career oriented and be a quote unquote boss and still balance with femininity and be successful.
Okay, well let's talk about it. Women cannot balance femininity with boss, having a career, and what else?
And being successful in a relationship.
Okay.
You know.
So how many black women do you know who are feminine, bosses, married successfully?
Watch this.
I'd say maybe a handful.
Watch this.
You know them personally.
Yeah.
Are they married to black men?
Yes.
And what do they tell you about?
I wouldn't say it's a whole bunch, but like a handful.
Right.
What's a handful?
Now,
why aren't you one of them?
So, out of a handful,
Boss bitches.
do you think?
That's what she's saying.
Why do you think it's only a handful? Why isn't it the majority?
I can honestly
threw
say
it back
I
in her
do
court
think black women need to get back into their femininity, but I still just question: do we have to necessarily give up that masculine energy part of us that allows us to go give up to chase our careers, chase our dreams, chase our
Okay, let's talk about careers. My position is most women don't have careers; you have jobs.
Okay. I don't fall into that category. So.
I said most women. I didn't say that. Okay, but if you look at the jobs that women hold, the top two employers are black women in the federal government and retail.
Correct.
Those are not careers; they're jobs.
Oopsies.
If you look at the top 6 positions held by black women, the only people that are lower are Hispanic women, and that's because they do a lot of domestic work. A lot of times black women will self-aggrandize stuff that's not, calling themselves bosses, and they're just a one employee, they're sole proprietorship. You're not a boss, you have a business. You don't see many plumbers calling themselves boss dudes, they have a plumber. So why, okay, the issue with, do you want, okay, would you like to be married?
I would, yes.
Would you like to have children?
Listen to the conversation.
Yes.
Okay.
How many children?
Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant?
This is it. This is what I'm talking about.
Honestly, for me, I'm open to either way just because
I'm asking you what you want. Now, I'm asking you what you want.
This is
what
it.
you open to.
I did not know this was
probably for a time, maybe the first year or so, and then I'd be willing to go back into the job. Well, not job force, but
how many
back
children do you
into
want?
the economy. One is good for me at this point, due to my age.
No, one child? No, that's a horrible thing to do to a kid. I'm an only child. That's a horrible thing to do to a kid. Raising an only child? How old are you?
I'm 39.
Okay.
I will, for the record, say that I have my eggs frozen, so this whole danger zone stuff doesn't quite apply to me.
Well, it still does. You're past danger zone. There's no man's land.
Right. But I took precautions ahead of time.
Okay, but so have you known you wanted to be married for a long time?
Yes.
So why have you waited so long?
I think part of that I'll take 50% blame on myself, and the 50% I put on the men that I've dated in the past probably weren't ready.
You mean the men you've chosen to spend your time with?
Yes.
See how that's. I reframed that. You said the men you dated, and I said no, the men you chosen, because you're a professional woman.
I did choose them.
Right, because you're a professional woman. So if you know what you wanted, and you're almost 40, Your life is proving that you can't have what it is you say that you have a problem with me saying. You can't have it.
Oopsies.
And I'm here to tell all you women, you cannot have it all.
Oopsies.
Life is about choices and trade-offs.
Oopsies.
Which is why you had to freeze your eggs.
Oopsies.
Because of choices you made.
Uh-oh.
Correct.
There you
So
go.
I'm not being hurtful or disingenuous. Men know we can't have it all. And you women think you can have it all. And you cannot be a boss and be...
This is why, once again, I get, if I was living in delusion, I get it. I see exactly how we got here. Living in delusion, living in a fairy tale world, living in your head. I have imagination station. Hold on. Imagination station. I need to cease and desist. Come on with the games, man.
And be feminine and have a family and have all the upside and no downside. Who's gonna raise your... Who's
I
okay?
wouldn't necessarily say that there's going to be a downside. I think everybody knows that there's
Oh,
a
not really?
downside to
Okay.
anything.
Do you know anybody with
Trade-off.
Look at
children?
the lie. Look at the lie. Look at the lie.
Yes.
All right. So you wouldn't mind going back to work. So
Daycare.
after your child is 1 or 2 years old, where's the child going to be?
It's either going to be daycare or nanny.
Okay. And
Who's gonna
how much
pay for
is daycare for a 1 or 2 year old?
I don't know.
Average daycare prices is about $675 a month.
Excuse me?
Average daycare cost
For
per child
an
is
for an infant?
That's across all age ranges. So you have
You don't, no,
6 weeks to 5 years old.
No, you need, that's closer to $2,000, man. It's not 675. It's higher than that. Much higher than that.
Actually, this is the industry that I'm in, so I kind of know the figures on that.
All right, so let's take the numbers you're in. Okay, but I'm also had children too, so with respect. I mean, I'm not trying to have a pissing contest here. But let's just. But at the end of the day, you'd be working, and someone else would be influencing your child in the developmental years.
Yes, I have no problem with that.
Okay, well, it's part of the problem we have right now because if you're in the industry, you know how important those tender years are.
Well, that's exactly why you vet someone that can
vet someone. When
carry
you gonna
out,
do all that?
The proper influence that
When
you
you gonna
want.
do all that?
And I think a lot of
When are you gonna
There's
do it?
there's a theory part of it, but then there's a reality part of it.
How you gonna do that? How you gonna really know the theory?
How long have you owned your
vetting?
own business?
So I just started a company 3 months ago.
And what did you do before you started this company?
Work for who?
Lead software engineer at a marketing agency.
All right. So, if you were to get married, your husband would need to make how much?
My range is probably like the bottom of that is probably like 80, not because of an income, like not dollar amount, but looking at quality of living. So I'm the type of person where I do like to
$80,000.
travel.
Okay, hold on. $80,000. Hold on. $80,000. What percentage of American men make $80,000 plus?
I would say that's probably maybe around 25 to 30%.
15.
Okay.
So half the men. So half. And what do those men want from a woman? Do they want a woman who's 40?
I think it depends on the individual.
Of course, it always. Okay, ma'am. That always depends on the individual.
right.
It always depends on the
Generally
individual, but the more money a man makes, the more he wants. So
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Just listening to your channel, this is the first time that I've heard anybody, give that opinion that men, in that income bracket on up don't want 40-year-old women. I say that because.
But you're 39. All you have to do is know one thing that look at Hollywood. Look at men with money. And what do men with money, who do they pick after they have money? Do they pick older women? Do they pick women who are overweight? Or do they pick young, hot women? See, what I'm saying has always been there. We just don't like it. We just don't talk about it because women spend most of the dollars in advertising and most media colors you.
So you're talking about celebrities? And
No, I'm talking about men. Period. Men. Period.
Okay, so the men that I see from my purview, my perspective, I work in an industry where I'm around a lot of six-figure men, high six-figure men, working with software engineers.
Right.
And they're not picking young.
Hold on, slow your roll, man, because they're my clients. Have you ever asked these men what kind of women they want?
No, I haven't asked.
Well, then that's the point. See, let me stop you right there. I have, because they're my clients. See, you ladies get this confused because you work with them. You think you know them. You know an employee. You don't know what he wants from a woman, but I tell you this. No man wants an older, overweight woman. The more money a man makes, what was it, Chris Rock? A man's only as faithful as his options. So the thing I'm saying, a lot of you women you can see it with your own eyes, but you never put two and two together. But have you ever asked yourself, why is a woman with my education, my background, my drive, and all this other kind of stuff, unmarried?
But don't nobody want that.
Or women like you. Take you out of the equation, or women like you.
Nobody want that.
Have you ever asked that question?
Fuck no.
I have. I think the answer that I settled on was still deals with around the femininity issue and not, just like you said, being agreeable and.
Well, I would tell you more than anything else that in Black America it comes down to weight. How much does the average Black woman weigh?
So I've seen your answer to this yesterday. So I think you said somewhere around 175, 80 pounds.
No, the average Black woman weighs closer to like 190 pounds.
Okay.
But have you ever asked any of the guys you date, have you ever been proposed to?
I have not been proposed to, no.
Okay. What's the longest relationship you've ever had?
5 years.
Why didn't you marry that guy?
He was cheating on me.
In year one?
Years 2.
And you knew it in year 2?
I found out in year 2.
But you stayed for 4 more years.
We got back together off and on. So I'd say it was a
You said 5 years. You said 5 years. So I'm just going on your math. In year 1, but year 2 you found out he was cheating. You stayed for another 3 years. Did he make more money than you?
At that time, no.
Okay. All right. So I get why a lot of the things I say are harsh, because the reality is looking a lot of you women dead in the face. The men don't care about your income, your education, your career, your bossness, your diva-ness, and any of this stuff until the attractiveness is there. Then the femininity has to be there. Then the submissive and cooperativeness has to be there. Then all this other kind of stuff. But unfortunately, far too many of our women don't pass the fitness test. And that is something that 100% of them can deal with, but they don't. I mean, you're a plus size woman, right?
Yes, I am.
When was the last time you were like an actual healthy weight?
Middle school. Elementary.
I'd probably say about 5 years ago.
And how much did you weigh then?
180.
Man, that's not a healthy weight. That's no man. Don't tell me. Don't. I'm the image consultant. If you're, come on.
How tall?
Sorry,
are
you can't. How tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
Fuck
that.
No man.
Go ahead, make your case. I'll go ahead and counter.
So the case that I was going to make is that yes, there's the BMI. We all understand that. However, they're still healthy from a perspective of what do your medical doctors tell you.
So you mean to tell me your medical? You mean to tell? So you mean to tell me is in there for? You mean to tell me that a medical? I want to be clear. You mean to tell me medical doctor? I need to hold on. Listen to the question.
You didn't let me finish telling me what.
Everybody's individual. I'm not just talking about BMI, man. How about this? Forget you individually. Should a woman weigh more than a man in her? Are you looking at YouTube?
I'm watching the screen.
Okay. Should a woman weigh more than should a woman weigh more than a man at her height?
Probably not.
What do you mean probably? Come on, can you be honest?
No.
So why say probably?
Cause
I really never thought about it.
But okay, how about this? Take it away from human beings, okay? Where in nature are the female mammals larger than the male mammals?
Probably not existing.
Okay, ma'am, you're an educated woman, and every time you say probably, it's a red flag. It's like you're not being honest.
Well, I said probably because there's always edge cases.
But edge cases don't disprove the norm. See, you're the software engineer and technical woman, and you still don't even want to deal with the realities.
Nope. Reality.
A 5'6" woman at 180 pounds. The average man is 5'9.5", weighs 168 pounds. At 5'6", 180, you weigh more than a man. And then when you look around at women of other races, do you see Asian women who are 5'6", 180?
No.
And that's what you said was a healthy weight. What's the most you've ever weighed?
Well, because you asked about me personally.
Right, but what's the most you've ever weighed? What's the most you've ever weighed?
250.
The most I weighed is 350.
3 what?
350, and I lost it.
Damn.
Okay, so
350.
I get why this is hard, man, but okay, arguably, there is, unless you're telling me you had a medical condition, diagnosed thyroid, and my ex-wife has raised. So I gotta ask, why did you let yourself get to that almost 400 pounds?
So the truth behind that is childhood trauma, which I did have to go deal with a lot of times. And what I do feel a lot of women don't like to admit is that the root cause of their overweightness is trauma, especially trauma stemming from like family of origin, etc. That has been left undealt with, that we do need to go seek therapy.
How did you get fat?
I don't doubt that there is a lot. I always talk about therapy on my channel, and mental illness is a big thing. But man, come on.
How did you get fat?
No, I know. I totally agree with you on that.
But what I need you to understand is, as weight has increased with black women, so has marital rates.
Mm-hmm.
No one, and I get pegged as a asshole for pulling the truth out of women that you guys don't like to talk about. There was for whatever. There's no way to look around and say I should be that way. And there's let me finish. There's and just like there are childhood traumas for women, there are childhood traumas for men too. But see, we don't give men excuses.
No.
The world tells men you ain't shit and you need to do better.
Yep. Tighten up, nigga.
I agree.
So
tighten up.
Now you get somebody like myself coming along, just talking about observable facts, figures, data, statistics, things you can see with your own eyes. And a lot of women are saying it's hard. And I'm like, I would think living a life this way is harder. And I don't understand why women who live the lives that you guys live don't do something about it. Because you can see the outcomes. When you went to go freeze your eggs, you knew something was wrong.
Milk.
Correct.
And you went to college. Correct. And after college, you saw other women getting married and moving on with their lives. And around 24, 25, you had to look around and start to see fewer and fewer single people. Well, maybe not black women, because black women stay single for a long time. So then you live in this alternate reality, and this is why I did that show yesterday. Divas, queens, and bosses. And what are the queens? The queens are the overweight, unattractive women. And the bosses were the disagreeable ones. You don't find many of those women who are married. So no, you can't be a queen and a boss and have a husband. No, man.
Yeah, I guess that's the I guess point of contention for me.
Why
you can't go be ambitious and still, be married at whatever age.
Why is that a point of contention? Why is that a point of contention when men don't want it? Men don't want it. Do you at least accept that fact that men don't want that from women? Or do you not believe that?
No, I'm not going to say I don't believe it. I guess the question that's in my head is why, from an aspect of why wouldn't you want a woman that has aspirations?
Because you're supposed to be because you're not here to do that. Were you raised in are you religious?
No.
I was raised in a religious home, but I'm not religious now. No.
Christian?
Yes.
Okay. When you were raised, what's a woman's purpose on this planet?
Yeah.
Purpose. A woman's purpose on this planet, Bible or not, is the man. Without us, you have no purpose.
Let's end with that.
And see, what you're doing is you're at odds with reality.
Ooh.